you're scanning. The second option you'll see on the touchscreen says select and release print jobs. Alright, so if I've come to release print jobs that I've sent to the machine from a PC, I'd be pressing the second button. When you press the second button, what you will find is your print jobs sitting in there. You don't have any in here at the moment. But you'd have jobs and they just sit as an icon, and essentially what you're doing is touching that print job. When you touch it, on the screen it will give the option of print out the job or cancel the job. So essentially what you'll then have the ability to do is print the job or cancel it. So if you do happen to have sent a print job from the PC and then you realise I didn't need that print job, instead of coming up and trying to stop the machine from printing out the job and pressing every button and PowerPoints and all that sort of stuff, you'll just be able to pick the job and a cancel option will be on the screen and it will delete that job automatically. If you don't come and pick up your jobs, they're set to automatically delete after 24 hours. So if you have sent a whole bunch of jobs on a Friday and come in on Monday to pick them up, you're going to get a bit of a shock when you log in because you're not going to have any jobs there. But the beauty of that is it's not just going to fill up with clutter of things that you haven't printed and couldn't be bothered going and deleting, etc. That will also, by having those jobs sitting in there for you to come and release at any particular time, the advantage for that too is you may want to print some stuff out at say 9 o'clock in the morning while it's fresh in your mind and you want to print it, but you might not have the time to go and pick up the job. So at least you can send the job knowing that it's not just sitting in a tray for someone to pick up and walk off with. It's going to be sent but held. 3 o'clock, when the afternoon's finished and you need to go and pick up those jobs, you can come and log in and see your print jobs in there and release them while you're physically standing here, knowing that you'd sent them at 9 o'clock when it was fresh in your mind. Alright. So once you've released your jobs, they will print out and then automatically delete off the system. Okay. When you send your print job, it's still the same as if you're printing to the old machine. You pick all your print properties on how you want to send a document. The default is black and white, double-sided. That's the default when you go file print. You can change those options in the print properties of the print driver. You can change it from black and white to one-sided to colour and all those sorts of things. The one really important thing to remember here is when you're picking the jobs on the screen, all you're simply doing is releasing the job or cancelling the job. You can't change how you want it to print out. Alright? But the good thing with that is if you do send it here and then think, well hang on, actually that needed to be colour and I know I just sent it in black and white, you can pick the job and cancel it.
While it's printing?
Before you release it.
Can you cancel it while it's printing, like if you see a mistake, a typo or whatever, and you want to cancel it?
And you're halfway through the job?
Halfway through the job, or not really?
I'll need to check how the software is being set up for you guys on these. Normally you can. I'll need to find out if they've set it up so that you guys can do it. So at the moment I'm not sure how it's going to pan out for that.
Okay.
So I'd probably suggest just for the moment, if you're in doubt and you're unsure how it's going to pan out, either run the risk and print it. If it's a big document, you might want to delete it and then go back and just double check before you send it again. If it's a small job like a 1 or 2 pager, I guess the reality is if you print it out and it's incorrect, it hasn't done as big a damage as what it would with a big job.
Yeah.
But I'll find out and I'll let you guys.
There's a 200-page limit. So 200-page limit on any print job. So one, to save big mistakes, and second, to stop everybody being banked up of a morning when there are just people urgently wanting print jobs out.
Say you send a big job down and it reads its toner levels. Does it not, say you're going to send 200 down, is it going to not print off any, or is it going to print off what toner it's got left and then leave 120 in the lurch?
You mean if this runs out of toner?
Yeah.
If this runs out of toner, the jobs on the default on these will set up so that as soon as you put the new toner bottle in, the admin staff take the bottle out, pop the new bottle in, it'll go back and pick up the job
So
and finish the job where it left off.
Yeah, okay.
I'll need to just double check probably with Ian and one of my IT guys if they've got that configured so it will still do that. I'm be pretty confident.
Yeah, I think so. And plus it also reorders toner every time it finishes one lot of toner.
Yeah.
the machine sends a message to Rico automatically to say send out another lot of toner, so we've got a second lot of spares.
Yep.
Can it do markings?
Not as yet. But anything like your paper jams and toner, all those sorts of things, you guys don't need to worry about that. If you come up against that stuff, the guys, the admin staff here in the library have suggested that you go see them and they'll take responsibility to change the toner or clear the paper jams for you. So you guys don't need to stress yourselves with all that side of things. But one thing I will show, if you'd like to...
Oh no, I can do it again.
No? Someone else want to volunteer then to log themselves in?
Photocopying done.
She didn't even come for the...
Well, we're going to log into the photocopier next and show you the copying side of things.
Boy, it's a good example.
Do it.
Come on down.
As long as it's not too many.